All right. Let's be real here. I don't think this is much of a question. GG versus Legacy. Legacy wins, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. Legacy loses. Loser of match A will go here. GG moves forward. I don't think this really needs much explanation. Legacy didn't win a single game during season, and I don't think they're going to against GG. Next series, Area 77 versus Fiends. Now, I think there's still some hype build around Fiends, but I think also we kind of learned some reality of the situation. We learned that, you know, they maybe aren't, you know, the best of the best, right? They did take down some teams during the season. They did lose to some big teams that season. I can't remember. Did they beat Area 77? Let's check real fast. Area 77 did lose to Fiends 2-0. They did lose to Fiends 2-0. They did lose to Fiends 2-0 during season. Do I think... Oh, this is actually kind of a tough one, and I'm going to be real. I think a lot of the caster predictions were on the side of Area 77 for this one. But it's kind of a tough call. I do think Area 77 is going to bring their A game. I do think Area 77 is going to bring their A game here. I do think they may take the dub here. These are all, just to let you guys know, these are all best of 5s. These 4 matches will be best of 3s. This will be a best of 5, and this will be a best of 5. I think Area 77 win this. It's the long haul. I think if it was a best of 3, Fiends might be able to take the dub. But I think Area 77 comes out on top in the long haul, and I do think it'll be like maybe 3-1, possibly 3-2. Fiends goes down to here to face against Legacy. BTK versus Bloodhounds. I think Bloodhounds is kind of hitting their... I mean, I think BTK is hitting their stride right now. I think they're feeling good about themselves. I do think Bloodhounds are started looking a little bit better towards the end of the season, but still, I don't think they have what it takes to take on BTK. I think they taste like it's lost, and I think it could possibly be a sweep. Maybe Bloodhounds gets a game. Another hard one to vote on for this is DA versus Night Horde. DA versus Night Horde. Oof. Night Horde actually has been very good this season. Let's be real. They've had a pretty decent season. They ended out on 3rd. DA had a very rough season. Very rough season. They went 4-3 throughout the entire season. They took losses to Night Horde early on in the season. They have some roster changes. I think game 1, honestly, I think their first series could be a rough one. Oh, man. This is tough. This is really tough. I think DA is going to take this. I think T and EXP, Baj and Rome, I think they got this. That's it. I'm putting it down. I'm doing it. I think they're going to be able to take it. Baj is on DA. Just to let you guys know, Joy Baj, is officially on DA. We showed the roster changes earlier. That's that. After that, Gaming Gladiators up against Area 77. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I don't think we're gonna have a bunch of sweeps here. I do think GA ends up winning this. I think GG ends up winning this. But I don't think it's gonna be a 3-0. I think it might be 3-1. Maybe even Area 77 takes them the long haul. To a full 5. To a full 5. These are all best of 5s. Lower bracket will have a few. We'll have a few best of 3s. But I think GG does take this one. I think Area 77 may still make it kind of farther in the lower bracket. But I don't think they have what it takes to take on GG just yet. Loser of E goes down to here. Area 77 goes to the lower side. Oh, now it's getting tough, bro. Now it's getting tough. Oh, my God. I can't, guys. I really can't. I almost want to switch all this around because throughout the season, I predicted that Fiends might get a big upset match in bracket. Fiends might actually beat Area 77. I almost want... We're just going to leave it as is. BTK versus Devious Activity. I do think BTK wins this. Again, I think it could be a quick match. I mean, I think it could be a long match. I'm not even talking about this match being hard. I'm talking about these lower matches being tough. I don't think this... I personally think BTK's... I'm not acting about that. I'm acting on the future... Because I'm thinking that BTK wins this. DA goes down to... So I think BTK wins this. 3-2. 3-1. Probably 3-2. The problem is this match that happens down here, man. I think Fiends smokes Legacy. The problem is these matches. I think Night Horde beats Bloodhounds, sadly. Sorry, Legacy and Bloodhounds, but I just don't think they have what it takes this year. The problem, honestly, is these 4 matches. This is actually tough right here. This is actually tough right here, man. It's actually a tough one. Because ever since the beginning of the season, I felt like Fiends could get an upset. Ever since the beginning of the season, I felt like Fiends could get an upset. But also, the Yato, Baj, and T fan in me doesn't want to say that they're going to leave here, bro. Doesn't want to say they're going to lose here. And yeah, DA wins. DA wins. Sorry, Fiends. Better luck next year. I think DA takes the dub here. This is a best of 3. If Fiends gets game 1, I do want to say this. If Fiends somehow gets game 1, DA might go home. DA might go home. Yo, thank you for the membership. And Matt Melvin gets it. I think because this is a best of 3. These matches down here are best of 3s. I think if Fiends wins game 1, DA might get sent home. I think a lot of this is going to come down to who wins game number 1. Area 77 versus Night Horde. Area 77 versus Nighthorde. I think so. Area 77 has slowly been becoming. I've been becoming a fan again, right? I've been becoming a fan again. I have been becoming a little bit of a fan again. For those that don't know, way back in the day, I helped manage Area 77 a little bit, like way back when Yato and T were on the team. I used to be a big Area 77 fan, and then they disbanded, and I was like, man, forget you guys. I had some hard feelings against them for a while because it was just sad seeing such a team that had such promise disband. And then they came back and they did so great last season. They made it to the top 4. They like had a tough season and were able to pull out at the end of season and make it to playoffs and this and that. So it was interesting, right? It was interesting. And I've slowly been like getting back on the wagon with them, right? But Nighthorde has really showed up this season. Nighthorde has really showed up this season, and they're also a team that, you know, they're a grassroots organization essentially that we have seen, you know, go through some roster changes, do some things, but always keep the same name. Always, and you have to respect them for that. You know, one thing we've always hated about MLBB NA teams is they change names, they this and that, blah 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 blah. But this team, you know, the man, I got to give it up to Tyrant, man. Big shout out to Tyrant because he has had faith in this name, has had faith in his team, and even though he's changed players, jumped around this and that, he has always been the manager and has grinded hard at building a team, a grassroots org to be something. And this year he ended season with a grassroots org in 3rd place at the end of season. And I think the grind is there. And, you know, whether you're a fan of Tyrant or not, he's definitely earned his spot, and I think he's going to take the dub here. And yes, E-Money, Trex talks about these teams like he's a mama bird and their baby birds waiting to leave the yes. Well, I think this season Nighthorde has left the nest. I got to give it up to him, man. I got to give it up to him. The judge has said it. I think Nighthorde takes the dub against Area 77. Woo, but now things are spicy. GG versus BTK. Should I just stop the predictions here, guys? Should I just not predict from here on and let you guys, you know, guys, hey, man. You have a baby. All right. This is the tough one. Man, I'm gonna be real, guys. I'm gonna be real. I think this could go either way. I think I think a lot of people are like just super fans of each team, and they're like, BTK's gonna win this. GG's gonna win this. GG. But I think this could go either way. The past 2 years, I've predicted GG beating BTK in upper bracket finals. BTK did beat them in season. Nighthorde did beat BTK. I think this season I think BTK can take the dub here. That's it. I'm not. I'm. No matter who I pick, I get smoked. No matter who I picked, I'm called biased. But I think BTK. I have some reasons. Let me break it down. I think in the past, they were able to kind of ban out some of Zane's hero pool. They were able to ban out some of Zane's hero pool and beat him. They're able to ban out. I think this time, they don't have enough answers. I think this time they don't have enough answers. I think this time they don't have enough answers. I think this time they don't have enough answers, man. I don't think they're going to be able to. I think BTK will be able to get the dub in upper bracket this time. Because I think, here's the thing. I think GG, there's two problems. There's two problems. This time, the mid, I think Cole World and Nicolette will be able to actually defend Zane and Lord Pitts and stuff. Positioning will be a bit better. I think Macro's a little bit better on BTK this season. I think they can pull through with the win against GG here. And the problem is, and I think that's the thing. I think GG needs to definitely, if GG is gonna get the win there, they definitely should not be. Their strategy cannot be let's ban out Zane. They need to think much different than that. And right now, honestly, I think the Akai pick that BTK used against GG. I think the Matilda was tough, but also the Akai pick in game 2 and 3 completely exposed GG to a major problem. And it's that, like, that when best player is using a utility, he has a lot of issues going against that, man. If best player is on utility and BTK is able to get Akai, I think it's going to be a major problem. Like, if best player is on Barats, Fredrin, anything like that, I think it's going to be a big problem if Zane gets Kai. So I think if they're going to ban out anything, if they know that best player is going to pick a utility jungler, a tank jungler, they need to make sure that Zane is not going to get a Kai. I think that's going to be huge. Also, yeah, ban Matilda. If they try any weird stuff though, if they underestimate BTK at all, it's going to be rough. Going to be rough. All right. Next is DA versus Night Horde. DA versus Night Horde. You know what I want, guys? I'm not gonna lie. Let me tell you what I would like to see. What I like. The grand finals, I think, would be fun to which might be really cool. Would be DA winning this, and then DA winning again, and DA versus BTK. That would actually be that would be a crazy bracket. Do I think that's gonna happen? No. Do I think that is going to happen? No. No, I do not. No, I do not. I do think DA will win against the Night Horde, though. I think DA is really going to show up. I think this is going to be I think this, very high chance this goes all 5 matches, though. Very high chance this goes all 5 matches, down to the wire. Crazy matches, maybe 25-minute matches, etc., etc. Etc., etc. DA, though, I think takes the dub in the end. Nighthorde finishes with a clean number 4 finish, better than they've ever done in any NACT, and I think we have great things to see from them in fall season. This is not me smoking Nighthorde at all. I think we have great things to see from Nighthorde in fall season. If they keep the same, I think they have a great roster here. I think this is a great time for Tyrant to like slam down and keep things the same, grind over summer, and come into fall season as, you know, people that are looking for M6. That's the reality of the situation. Now, GG versus DA. DA is going to have a great run, I think. It's going to be a great story for them. But I think that DA's story stops here. Do I think that Yato T and Baj have what it takes? Do I think that Yato T and Baj have what it takes to take on Hoon, Zia, Chicken, Shark, and Best Player? Just saying those 5 names has some weight to it. Those 5 names right there have some weight to it. Just saying those 5 names wants to make me have GG win this game right here and put BTK in the lower bracket. Let's be real. Because these guys are monsters. These guys, like, whether we like it or not, no matter how they've all played, these guys are definitely monsters. They're definitely monsters. And I think and I don't know if DA is going to be able to handle the macro, just everything they bring to the table, right? Just everything they bring to the table. I think in the end, GG wins against DA. Go to grand finals. Go to grand finals. We see BTK and GG in Las Vegas going at it in a best of 7. Which is going to be an intense match. An intense match. And there's a lot of things to talk about. There's a lot of things to look at. I think one of the major things we have to think about is Nicolette on stage. How is she going to handle the pressure? That's going to be the major thing, right? That's going to be the major thing. CW also hasn't been on stage in a little while, right? Was he on stage last one? Did he play last season? Guys, you know, I don't know. I can't remember last. I know he was on in the very first fall season. He played. No, yeah, he was there last season. He played for what's it called? Didn't he? He played for Avalon, didn't he? CW was on stage, yeah. CW played for Avalon, right? Avalon Romer, yeah, my bad. I'm seeing his face now in the blue jersey, and it's clicking for me. So, yeah. Comes down to BTK versus GG. Bro, don't listen. Anyone hate on Cole World? Don't get crazy, man. Cole World has been a multiple-time top 2 finisher. And I know he hasn't won NACT, but still, whether you like it or not, Cole World doing his thing. Whether GG or BTK wins this, Cole World is that guy. Like it's okay if you're a GG fan, but let's not hate on Cole World. It's okay if you're a BTK fan. Let's not hate on Shark. Let's keep players out of it because all these guys are monsters. I think that's the most important thing to put down here. I think all of them are going to do their thing out there. Now, BTK versus GG. I hate to say it, guys. I will not be giving, as per usual with all of my NACT playoff predictions, I will not be giving my grand finals prediction here. You'll see it on the stage, guys. You'll see it on the stage. I never give you guys my grand finals prediction normally.